Hi guys, it's Sabrina. So today I'm going to be continuing the back to school series with a supplies haul. So these are just some school supplies that I recommend you purchase or start looking into for this coming school year. And this is what I get every single year, kind of like the same things. But for those of you guys who are new or you're just interested in seeing what I got this year, I'm going to be doing a back to school haul, supplies haul. And I'm also going to be doing a what's in my school bag. If you guys want to see that, make sure you thumbs up this video and I will make sure to do it. So let's get started. First of all, I always purchase all of my supplies from Walmart. I don't know why, but that is my go-to place, and I always go there, and when I see like the school supplies are out, I know that it's time to start purchasing, and they always bring them out so early, like at the end of July. Nobody wants to see that. I mean, it's only the end of July, okay? Summer's still sort of there-ish, not really, but you know. I still like to pretend that it is, so when I start seeing all these like back to school supplies, I think it's time to start my back to school series, and it's time to start freaking out about school. So this year I purchased kind of what I think I need based on what I needed last year and pretty much every single year so far. So here's my recommendations for you guys. First off, I always like to purchase one big binder, and again, teachers might want you to purchase multiple binders, and they might want you to have one for every single class, or for, you know, sometimes they're like, you can combine math and science, and they'll tell you and stuff like that. But my teachers, whenever they said that, I'd still usually just go out and get one binder, and I'd show them that it was like labeled. And when they saw that each like class was labeled, they were okay with that. So it just depends on how you want to do it, but that's how I like to do it. I like to get one single binder, and I usually get like a bigger one, like 1.5 inch or 2 inch. I got 1.5 inch this year, and I get the heavy duty one because I don't know about you guys, but somehow my binders always end up so messed up by the end of the year. They're like chipped in like corners, and they look awful, and they look like they've been destroyed and like thrown all over the place, and literally they just go in my backpack. So I don't know what I do to them, but I do something wrong to them. And I always need a new binder every single year. I usually get like heavy duty. I really like that it has places that I can just store paper. I like to store paper on the sides usually, like if I get stuff that is not hole punched, and then I'll just keep it here till I can hole punch it. And they have like 2 folders on each side, so that's going to come to good use for me. And I also like these ones that you can like put things in the front, because I like to design my own cover and just put it in front. I think that's very cute to do, and I do that usually like every year. And I just, like I said, I like to have one binder for all my classes, so I'm going to divide up this binder into every single one of my classes, and in there I like to store the papers they give us, assignments, past quizzes or tests, and I just store it all in there and I hole punch it. So this is kind of like a storage unit as well as a place to put like homework and assignments that are going to be due. So this is why I like to keep one binder, because I just know where everything is in one binder. I feel really like confused if I had to have multiple binders. That's just me, but it's up to you. You can definitely get more binders if you feel more comfortable that way. I also got these mechanical pencils, and these are my favorite mechanical pencils, and they usually last me the entire year. Like I actually ended up, especially when me and Alex share, we usually have enough, but because I didn't share with her last year, I had so many left, so I still have a lot left, and there's 20 in here. And they do have really long leads, like they say on here, so they do last a really long time. And you know, I love their erasers a lot on these mechanical pencils, and I usually can just erase with the eraser. I don't need like an extra one, and it's my favorite. And I also use this for like Scantrons and tests, and they never have had a problem with it because it is number 2 lead. Usually your teachers or your school will give you a planner, but if you're in college, they might not. So in college, I had to buy my own planner, and I had the same one last year, except for it was like a lighter green. And this year, I decided to get the same planner because I really like this planner. I did write a lot of my assignments down, and I like how big like these pages are and how many lines there is. And so I do recommend you get a planner because you might end up using it a lot, especially if you need to write down your homework or your assignments. And I remember always like looking through my planner, and sometimes I forget to look through it, and then I look through it and I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's due really soon. And so having a planner is just a good idea, because I would forget, like I would definitely forget that my assignments are due. And then I just got one big fat notebook. This one is like with the 100 sheets, and this is for maybe math or one of my science classes, I'm not sure yet, but one of those classes, and usually those classes do take up a lot more pages than the rest of my classes do. So instead of like getting so many new like notebooks, because I tend to do that, I tend to like use a notebook, you know, discard that once it's full, use another one, and then I get so confused when I try to study for finals. I like to have one big notebook where I keep all of my notes throughout the entire year and throughout the entire semester. So This one also has like a folder, which is really nice up here in the front that you can just like store extra pages. But I do get college ruled because that's what teachers usually like. They like college ruled, and it's also better because you have way more space to write and stuff. So I do get one big notebook for my bigger important classes. And then for my other classes that I don't usually take as much notes in, I have just these ones. And these are like these 70-page notebooks. I like that these are now designed, and that's really cute. I think they're adorable with the different designs. So I have a couple of these, and I have purple, yellow, green, and I think these colors are so pretty. So these are again used for any other classes. And then usually I like to put loose leaf paper in my binder, and I just get this 150 pages college ruled, and I just add it to the end of my binder. And you know, that is usually it. For highlighters, I do usually get highlighters, but I actually just have some that I didn't really use last year, so I just kept those. Erasers, my sister got those, and she also did a back to school supplies haul as well. But this is what we typically get every single year. And you know, if you need anything else like sticky notes, I recommend you get like a notepad or a sticky pad or something like that. Thank you so much for watching my supply haul. I hope you found this video helpful, and you know, good luck in the new school year. Let me know in the comments below what grade you're entering, and if you're excited or you're nervous, and if you're looking forward to the school year. And I'll see you guys in my upcoming back to school videos. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.